Good morning, team. Well, I am hopefully live. First time I'm actually broadcasting live in a group, so hopefully this works. And hopefully it's starting from the beginning. In any case, I wish you good morning. And I think this is such a wonderful idea that you have created this private group. Thank you, Michael. I watched your video responses, David and Massimo, and yeah, thanks. I think great. A great way to reflect and to start communicating in a different way, but emailing. And also document, Michael. I see we can also edit the content and leave our comments there. Great way of collaborating. I find it efficient. And at this point, I don't have any questions on your questions or nothing to add. I think it's fantastic. I like all of the 8 points you are willing to address during the interview. I think that 1 minute indeed for introductions is enough. I have already posted kind of my introduction with that video, so I will really keep it short there. I'm not expecting that everyone saw that video at all, but also I think it's fair enough to keep it short and focus really on the content and on the other questions. I think that regarding the motivation, I think it is very strong point, because people will indeed get to see where we are coming from and why we are doing what we are doing. My personal motivation is the fact that I've found the purpose in this work, and through my own lived experience as well, and in combination with also working for the corporates and lately for the startups, I keep on seeing the similar challenges and I think we've got amazing tools and just our own experience that can add to helping people on both sides, so the organizational side and the private individual side and their families and the whole system, really to help them deal with that. Open new kind of conversations and just be part of that flow that is going on around the world now more than ever before, and that's very exciting. So that's one side of what really motivates me to do this work. Another thing is technology. I am quite passionate about what it can do, in terms of accelerating this whole impact, and so this is where my plans and dreams are regarding Vista as well. But we'll see how much we get into that later on. But it's at this point I can really recognize that technology is really enabling and assisting us in closing all sorts of gaps that are emerging, and particularly between working in the office and working from home. This is where you would like us to emphasize the hybrid part of the conversation, and I think it is really what's happening, and why I think it's really good to talk about the hybrid situation at this point is because we are talking about new triggers, but exactly the same consequences on different kind of mental health impacts and situations. And new triggers in terms of people are not always heard or not always seen in the way they've been heard and seen previously at a workplace. And this is something I think that Dan Schauble, I hope I'm pronouncing his surname correctly, he was talking about it in his interview on your workplace group as well, regarding the fairness at the workplace. So this is exactly the point that we are addressing as well, and we would love to talk about. So there is a way to project your added value to the team, and a way to make your voice be heard and your contributions be recognized, and just to stimulate that and encourage these conversations. Is something that we can actively initiate, and this is what our conversations are about. So I think that this is quite clear where we can elaborate on during the masterclass as well, and we will see how we frame it. We'll just let it flow and go throughout the class. And this is another point regarding the questions that you have posted, and that's about the agenda. I mean, our plan is, just as David and Massimo addressed as well, is to we have a structure, but no agenda is the foundation for the magic to happen. And David, I'm sure he's going to make that magic emerge, and I'm really excited to see that happening. And the experiential learning is maybe new to some people, but it really does ignite one's creativity in terms of own reflection and insights, and that leads to very sometimes very much stretching oneself, but it's very rewarding, and I'm very excited to see the results of that. This is a little bit my feedback on the questions and on the posts here, and just to start the conversations or continue the conversations. Here in this group. I think I'm going now for more than a couple of minutes, so I'll wish you a great week ahead. Thanks everyone for doing this. I think it's a fantastic project, and excited to see where it's taking us. See you soon.